United passenger forcibly removed. And group 10, please get ready.
Welcome to ABC News. This is what's trending today. United Airlines passengers around the world were upset when videos of a man being dragged off a United Airlines flight came out on Sunday night. Videos of the incident quality showed up on Twitter and Facebook. Sherry has the story. Sherry.
Yes, Vicky, I can hear you. I'm Sherry, and I'm at the airport now. We found a passenger was there, and then she can tell us what happened.
Yeah, one of the attendants came out to the front of the plane, let us know that 4 personnel needed to be in Louisville that night because it worked the next day, and so they needed to make room, asked for volunteers, and there was no volunteer. So they basically said if we are not leaving until there's 4 seats open out for these personnel. And it took about 10 to 15 minutes until they decided to go ahead and make the decision for us. And so one of the attendants left. She came back with 4 seats and with the seat number and name and started going to those seats and just basically told us, we choose you. You got to settle the plan. And yeah, so they approached this doctor, told them to settle the plan. And he refused because he had to work the next day. He's a medical doctor in removal.
So you could hear some of conversation, and he was saying he couldn't do it because he's doctor and he has patient to see the next day.
Yeah, exactly. He was very emphatic. He said, I can't be late. I'm a doctor. I got to be there tomorrow. In fact, actually, he volunteered his wife. They volunteered initially for a second. But once they found out that the next flight wasn't until today at 2:30 p.m., he couldn't do that. So he sat back down. So maybe that has something to do with them choosing him.
And then he came back on plan, and he was bleeding.
Yeah, so after they dragged him off, he was bleeding, so they hit his face and initially dragged him off. It was 10 minutes later, he just comes running back in and runs to the back. His face bloody and just clings onto the post in the back. And just saying, I got to go home, I need to go home, I need to go home. And it wasn't until like 30 to 45 seconds later till authorities followed him. So I don't know what happens in the jetway, but he managed to escape from them and runs back into the plane.
But ultimately, he was taken off the plane, and he didn't get to fly to Kentucky.
No, he didn't. He's taken off twice.
So lastly,
he drugged and once to on the stretcher.
this was impacted whether or not you fly to United Airlines again.
Oh, probably yeah. The way to handle this situation it wasn't right, and so they were affected.
Well, thank you so much for your time. Back to you, Vicky.
Thanks, Sherry. Next, let's see how the president of the United Airlines responded to this event.
This is an upsetting event for all of us here at United. I apologize for having to accommodate these customers. Our team is moving with a sense of urgency to work with the authorities and conduct our detailed review of what happened. We are also reaching out to this passenger to talk directly to him and further address and resolve this situation.
The White House also made comment on the event.
I would just say that I think there are less theory. Law enforcement is ruining that situation. The strength of law enforcement is to rule a situation like that. And I know United Airlines has stated that they are currently reviewing their own policies. Let's not get ahead of where that will go. It was an unfortunate incident theory. When you watch the video, it's troubling to see how that was handled, but I'm not going to. They have clearly stated their desire to rule the situation. Law enforcement is ruling it, and I think for us to start to get in front of. What should feel very simple, a local match, not necessarily needing federal response.
That's what's trending today on Wiki.